hit the subscribe button. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, let's go. We're still on day 2 for game 3 in EuroLeague. Then we're gonna talk. So we're gonna talk about the efes game versus Panathinaikos. Then we're gonna talk about. I'm just gonna honestly maybe just talk about the stats when it comes to Barcelona and Monaco. I didn't watch that full game. I was watching the Anadolu efes Istanbul versus Panathinaikos. For those that don't know, this is the must watch series, definitely. You see, in the NBA, we have the Clippers Nuggets, which we're gonna cover at the end of this video. In Europe, the Conrad series for that is the efes series versus Panathinaikos. And yeah, the first 2 games was super close. Both games were amazing. If real quick, Panathinaikos made a huge comeback on their home court. First game, I think they came back from, they were down 12 points, something like that in the fourth quarter. Pretty comeback, won the game. Second game was the opposite way. Efes came back down 15, they won the game. So from since I spoke about this game 2, after game 2, Efes, the first game, the 2 games, in a weird way on the road, they look on the more like they were controlling the pace of the game. Like they look more like the more dominant team. I just felt like Panathinaikos made a run in game 1. But you see, this basketball. Basketball is the game of runs. And second game was kind of the same, but then Panathinaikos just made a little push to get the lead, to get a little big lead. But then Efes came back and won the game. But I still felt like after the first 2 games, I honestly felt like Efes was looking like the better team, and they were on the road. So I thought when they go home, it's gonna be a whole nother story. But which it wasn't. Like you see, these EuroLeague teams, honestly, like especially the playoff teams, all of them are deep. Like they got deep rosters, like balls. So, and that's what you saw today from both games, actually. See, this game, Konstantinos Mitoglu was the one that was kind of carrying Panathinaikos, to be honest. I'm not, okay, listen, nobody's carrying anybody, but he was the leading scorer. Like, he was making big shots the first 3 quarters. Like, he played huge the first 3 quarters. Like, he was playing big. I still think Efes won the first quarter, but kind of looked like Panathinaikos was controlling the game at the point. And the second game, Panathinaikos basically, yeah, they put the foot down. I think they won that quarter by 9, something like that. Like they were playing, Panathinaikos were playing amazing basketball. You see, both teams actually play nice basketball. Like if we're just going to talk about the concept of basketball, like the way they're moving the ball, the passing game, the sets, the staggers, the UCLA screens, going into pick and roll, the way they choose to use the pick and roll, when they choose to use it, like everything just looks, it's sync. That's why they're probably a playoff team in EuroLeague. And so it's kind of hard to tell which team is better, to be honest. At this point, I just feel like it's like a little roulette thing with these 2 teams. It's just gonna come down to at the end of the game, who actually hit the biggest shots, or who get lucky, or who gets fouls at the end of the game. I think that's what it's gonna come down to, because I can't tell which team is actually better now. Now it's been 3 games, but Panathinaikos won this game, and like I said, it was a kind of, I felt like Panathinaikos were under control, to be honest. And of course, hey, like I said, Mitoku played big. Kostas Lukas, yeah, he's showing why he's one of the leaders of the team, actually. And Kendrick Nunn, yeah, we all knew that he would go catch a rhythm sooner or later, because Kendrick Nunn actually been struggling these first 2 games. He just received his MVP and you're playing on the home court. You see, like I don't think I have received a big award like that for a long time, probably since college or something. I don't know, high school. So like he was playing some big boy basketball straight up. He haven't really been. You see, he went he just went into some greatness actually this game, to be honest, because his shot is not even falling like that. Like he's not rolling, but he decided, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna play in the mid range, shoot mid range, or attack, bully the point guards or whoever guarded me, move them out the way, power layup, whatever necessary. Like that's the type of basketball he was playing, which I respect. Like which you have to do sometimes. Everything can be like everybody expect your typical game to look. He was just beasting this game, so that's why I actually wrote a note on that. Like I felt like he was just in some beast mode today. Like he was just basically moving. Like, it was all muscles, man, like straight up. But he wanted it. Yeah, you can tell today he was a listen. We not losing today. As you can see there, he looked like a real leader today. To be honest, like even if Costas Lucas, I think he might be. I'm not sure, but he kind of looked like one of the more vocal leaders. Like he's well, maybe he's from there, something. I'm not sure, but I can tell he's one of the leaders on the team. But Kendrick Nunn today said, "Listen, oh yeah, no matter what's going on, I got y'all." Mitoglu gave us a great first half, and nice third quarter too. But you can tell in the third quarter, like Kendrick Nunn, you could see his game face that he was locked in, straight up locked in, and he dominated from there. Huh, to be honest, man. And they kind of had a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter. But FS came back for sure. FS always shows character. They came back. Shane Larkin, yeah, of course, he got going in the fourth. He ended up with 17, and Elijah Bryant, like he played okay. Like he actually had a nice game. But I feel like he can have a better game. Though. He got fouled out, but still feels like he can have a better game. Like we gonna need that big game for him, either for him or PJ. Some one of them, Perry, Dozier, some of them gotta have, because and then Poirier only had 2 points, which is I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in the league, or in the country, in the Turkish league, or the cups, something. Because he be playing big, he be playing great every game. All of a sudden, he only plays 16 minutes, and he didn't look really like he was kind of invisible today. And he's one of them key pieces. But hey, Dan Oturo stepped up again, and to be honest, I felt like he was one of the leading forces. Like, yeah, they just gotta roll with him. Maybe they just gotta start him at least for this series. Maybe I think though Poirier is actually a better player. He looks that way, but for this series, sometimes you just gotta scrap and understand. Listen, we gotta roll with Don Oturo. Maybe you start Poirier, but then you put Oturo there for the rest of the way, like kind of, which it looked like they did, to be honest, but a little more because he's super effective. Like he's gonna give you like 70% from the field, so he's not gonna be out there throwing up some bullshit. Like he was 6 out of 8 today, like dunking. Like he was, yeah, blocks. I think he ended up with I don't know 2 blocks, something like that. Like no, you see, Dan Otoro is a driving force in this team. I feel like he's the hidden driving force. Not hidden like that because he's playing big, but he's the guy that never gets the credit. Feels like to me though. I don't know his history, but it feels that way. But everybody on his team knows that this is the guy. So they gotta find a way to have him playing 30 minutes, because if y'all can play some of those players are getting 30 minutes, and I think he should be one of them, to be honest. Because all of a sudden the floor is gonna shrink, and I don't think Panathinaikos gonna be able to attack like they used to attack. He got one nice block and crunch time on Kendrick Nunn. Like you see, you gonna need plays like that from yeah, blocking big time players like that. But But at the end of the day, listen, this is what we gotta give all the credit to Panathinaikos after losing that last game on the home court, going to Istanbul and taking this one. They took it. They literally walked in there and took this game. They showed that they're the reigning champs. At the end of the day, like they want to win. They want to win 2 in a row. So you see, they're on a mission. So yeah, man. Listen, we're not gonna. I mean, they play again on Friday, so this series is lit, man. It's not gonna stop. So we're just gonna see how Friday's game goes, and then we take it from there. But I still think FS might actually win this one. Game 4, and Panathinaikos will probably close it in Athens. Or Kendrick might just say, you know what, fuck it. This is my show. I'm the MVP. I'm the king of this shit, and win the whole thing. So he might seal it the next game, man. Yeah, so let me know what y'all thought about the game, man. We're going to, real quick, shout out to Barcelona for surviving, because honestly, Barcelona didn't look that good the first 2 games. Like they basically looked outmatched the first 2 games. So I wasn't sure what we would get, but I mentioned one thing though. I said, "Yo, Barcelona gotta go deeper in the roster," and they kind of gave us a little glimpse of that in game 2. But this game, you can tell they went deeper to the roster, and it worked. They won. Abrin is out there playing 15 minutes. Like, yo, that's something. He gave you 8 points. Like, if you're gonna have guys like that on your roster, you better use them. There is no point having guys like that on the bench. It's not like he's gonna be out there and give you some super energy from the bench, like with all that sharing and shit like that. The crowd is there for a reason. So I'm happy they used him. Joel Para, like I said, I mentioned earlier, I felt like he needed more playing time. Today he got quality minutes and he produced well. And of course, the main players did their thing. Jabari Parker, he had 16. He played big, couple dunks. Like Jabari Parker, man, shout out to him. Listen, he's doing his thing, man. I hope these NBA teams don't call him. If they call him, nigga, don't answer, man. Stay over there, man. Even Barcelona, you're doing your thing, man. You're doing well too. So he had a big game, and Kevin Ponter had a big game too. He's still struggling from threes. Like if they get that 3 going, it's gonna be a different story. Satoransky played okay. Willie Hernan Gomez, he didn't play like that much. I think it was game 1 or 2, one of them. I'm not sure, and I kind of got confused why he didn't play. But yeah, he played a lot this game, and he was the player of the game this game. So shout out to him, and he ended up with a little smooth double-double. And he needed that. I'm happy that he got that. Yeah, so all of a sudden, Monaco gotta watch out. They better close it this one, because now Barcelona, it felt like they were just stuck, a little stone in the shoes. But now they got this. It feels like they got that out of the way, because they kind of like Madrid, kind of lacking the rhythm, timing. Like maybe it's fatigue. It's the end of April right now, from May tomorrow. So, but they look like they kind of got over that hump, because they got 100 points. They cracked the 100-point mark. So that speaks volumes, and that says a lot about how they were actually rolling. They still allowed 89, but yeah, it is what it is. Or Mike James will just pull up next game and let y'all know that he's one of the best players to win EuroLeague. You never know, because Mike James is being a little quiet. Like I mean, he can give you 20, but it's still like, yeah, like a double-double. Nice, 20-12, shit. But I think he can actually do better. That's the crazy part. Elio Kubo played nice. Like you see, still their floor is high, man, when it comes to Monaco. So they still got like players that actually produced. It's just that Barcelona kind of overcame that with just, I don't know, home court advantage or something. They just played a lot better, basically. So, but yeah, that game is on Friday too, man. Let's cross over real quick. Let's jump straight to the NBA. NBA was crazy yesterday. This NBA was lit. I don't know where to start. Let's get them out the way real quick. Celtics did a thing. Beat they basically got Orlando out the way. I think the series over. Yeah, the series over. Orlando, they did okay. Like they just had a weird season. I hope because the last season was better, and everybody expected it to follow that up. Like Cavs did something, but they didn't, and then they got some injuries, so they never got going. So congrats to them for kind of just thugging out and making it to the playoffs, like at the in the last stretch of the regular season. But they wasn't ready for this playoffs thing, man. Not at all. But yeah, so they won that. Yeah, so basically Boston got them out of the way. So Boston gonna face Indiana. That's gonna be a serious man. Indiana, listen, what a game. Overtime, Gary Trent, man, I feel bad for him. He had one of the craziest overtime performances. At the same time, he threw the game away too, like two turnovers at the last two possessions. Like all y'all needed was to hold the ball and get fouled. For some reason, they stopped playing hot potato with it. And but yo, Dame tore his Achilles, so the whole Milwaukee Bucks saga is over anyway. And Giannis will stay. I don't know why people trying to make him move. Yo, he gonna stay, or the NBA will make him move. If the NBA make him move, that's gonna be interesting. Golden State. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see about that, man. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting what Milwaukee will do because now you're not gonna have Dame for next season, basically. So congrats to Indiana, man. Like Indiana, listen, don't be quiet. Nobody be talking about Indiana like that, but they find a way to stay relevant, man, and stay in the conversation. And Halliburton, niggas be talking about he's overrated and all that. And he did his job. He did his job, man. So I'm not gonna hate on that. So listen, game of the game, which wasn't super exciting, of course, but I told y'all Bubble Murray will show up. I said that since game one. See, the Clippers, Ty Lue, I'm not sure if I'm gonna say I expected more of him. Now let's keep our hand. I expected more out of him this playoffs. It feels like he be just like kind of coaching. He's not searching like he's supposed to. See, every team when you gotta show signs, man. Especially some urgent when he's urgent, all that. Like they're not the Clippers not playing with energy for some reason. Maybe I gotta play those bench players more or something. They gotta go like maybe Chris Dunn. Yeah, he had a great season, and he's one of the best players on the team. But maybe it's like they're using his minutes and they're splitting it with the whole bench. Batum gotta be out there, man. Listen, Batum gotta be out there. Batum being super solid. Stop playing with him. Like y'all play that nigga 30 next game. Start him. Let him be the first man off the bench. Normal Powell. If Normal Powell is not, we don't need those. We don't. This is not the timing for you to just give us a little 20 here, quick, cute 20 points, nigga. We need you to dominate, and he can't do that. But Jamal Murray can. You see, that's what it takes because James Harden is not dominating. I told y'all he'd be more dominant than LeBron in the regular season. Regular season, but now when this playoff thing comes, everybody been saying for a long time that he's always choking. I'm not gonna say he's choking since he always lost to Golden State. He lost to great teams, but we can't have this thing where I don't want to walk. I don't want this season to be over and everybody's gonna know that Jamal Murray had a better series than you. That's the problem with James Harden. Like James Harden, we need a game. Kawhi gave you one. Now it's time for you to give us one. Straight up, vintage, 45. Nigga, we need that. We need that 45 you did in what they call Sixers when you play for Sixers. Straight from the club, pay from the club, drop 45. Nigga, we need something like that, man. Because you're going to the club anyway after the game, after the series. So yo, just go out there, give us your all, man. Shoot all these shots, something. Because Kawhi, we're gonna have a vintage game, or that might be the next series, or game six, or game five, my bad, something like that. But no, actually, game six. So because Kawhi is doing his thing, he's working from ISOs all the time, ISO, ISO, ISO. That's hard. So we need the rest of y'all, man. But or we just gotta appreciate the Nuggets' greatness because they have the best player in the league. Every game he plays, he feels like he have one of the greatest performers of something. Like Jokic is on another level. Maybe we should just acknowledge that they got Jokic and company as soon as his squad is just rolling because they feel like they kind of own him this series. They just because he's gonna give you 33, 20, and 9. So you just gotta be out there running and jumping and do whatever you need to do as a player to fucking provide to give your team a spark, basically. Other than that, like I'm not gonna get too deep in there when it comes to this thing because I'm just happy with Jamal Murray that he keep reminding us when it's playoff time, when the game slows down, he's one of the best players in the league, and he showed that last night. So I'm happy that after calling it out, that he actually delivered on that level. So yeah, James Harden, man. Listen, maybe I'm not gonna get on to Norman Powell because I don't think you're gonna have a game where it's like Norman Powell dropped 40. I don't think we're gonna get that game this year, this series. So White did his thing. James Harden, Jamal Murray did his thing. He should be on the level because if he start dominating, he's changed everything. And you can do that because you're the point guard. But we're gonna see, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all subscribe. Keep sharing our videos. You'll see how we booming, man. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get it.